Alright, welcome back.
Alright.
So, we were playing Pokemons.
Were we playing Pokemons?
I mean, that's what the Rule 34 site tells me it's called. I think I've brought it up every time we've played Pokemon, but I still find it hilarious that all Rule 34 sites don't have Pokemon porn. They specifically have Pokemon porn. Because Nintendo can't do anything about it if they don't call it Pokemon.
Didn't know that.
I told that to a friend of mine, and he's just like, that's not true. And then he fucking looked it up, and he was just like, oh my god, you're right. It's literally called Pokemon. I was like, dude, I told you. I'm like, I told you. What, do you not believe me?
I love how silly that shit is.
It's Pokemon.
I'm Pokemon. So last episode, I believe we got every the rest of our team.
I think so.
So we now can actually like play through the game. I mean, we were already doing that, but
we can now play through the game as Crouch walks scaredly away.
Controls are weird.
Okay. Hold on, this reminds me of something actually that I wanted to bring up. Can you just quickly go and look at the Pokemon Center girl when you get the chance, right?
You mean how she looks like a
she's like a
convenience store?
Yeah, she's like a convenience store clerk now. I was watching a YouTube video today. I was watching a short actually, and it was yesterday. But I was watching a short, and he was just like, the new design for the Pokemon girl is so much better because they were so much more. They used to be so much more traditional and stereotypical of what nurses look like, and their designs were very mediocre. And all I could think of was just, how fucking dare you call Nurse Joy's design mediocre, you motherfucker! It's like, I will fight you on this.
What I find funny is I was watching a video and the guy was talking about the design of the trainers, or not the train Sorry, my brain just shut off.
Yes.
Of Nurse Joy.
Yeah.
And then he was talking about how he kind of appreciates the new design of this one.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, all the nurse really does is just stick them in a machine to heal them.
That's only in the games.
I know.
In the anime, they're actually nurses, thank you.
I know.
And in the comics, they're nurses,
it was
which is
funny
why
to
I
me.
find that statement so...
It was funny to me because I'm like,
disingenuous.
It makes sense because now she looks like a convenience store person because that's legit what she's doing.
See, I don't watch the anime anymore, but now I'm curious what they did with the anime. Because, like, do they still nurse, or do they just put balls in a fucking tunnel now? You know what I mean?
Know.
Like, I don't watch the anime anymore, and I refuse to ever since they ruined it, but, like...
Why? Because they removed Ash Ketchum?
No, it's because they soft rebooted the series and the animation style, and it looks like ass now. And then everyone's just like, but the animation's so much more fluid. And I'm like, yeah, and it looks like ass. What's your point?
Yeah, dude, come on. They just changed it up, so now it's a new characters.
Well,
You're just butthurt because there's new characters and it's not Ash Ketchum.
No, I don't give a shit about the new characters. In fact, if anything, Ash Ketchum is the weakest part of Pokemon. But it's... but fucking... No, my whole thing was when they first rebooted the first they soft rebooted it, and now they fully rebooted it, which they should have just done in the fucking first place, but whatever.
Mm-hmm.
With the stupid islands. You know the island one for Sun and Moon. Sun and Moon was just a little horrible gen all the way around. They ruined the video game. At Sun and Moon, they ruined the video games. They ruined the anime. They ruined the manga. It's like they just ruined the whole series at that point. Anyways, not important.
That's how I really feel.
I feel like they ruined it. I don't know how I can make that any more clear. Well, they ruined the anime because they're just like, we're gonna soft reboot it, where Ash Ketchum is a new person and he's starting from scratch, but also he still remembers all his previous adventures and he's still friends with Ash and Brock, and Misty and Brock.
And he has all his Pokemon, but he never uses them.
But he doesn't use them. To be fair, that's true of every season, but...
Yeah.
And then they're just like... Also, you remember his love interest that he should have ended up with?
Which one,
yeah,
Dawn?
we're not doing any of those.
Which one, Dawn?
No, there was only two that ever made sense.
Or May.
Misty, because first season, and it was set up that way, so if the show bombed, they could end it on a high note. And fucking, the girl from Gen 6, whose name I can't fucking remember, like Eliza or something. Ella something.
Yeah.
Some with an E. Can't remember it at all. They had the best relationship by far. In my opinion, they outpaced fucking Misty and Ash by like a country mile, but like then they just soft rebooted the show and threw everything out the window, and the show sucked.
Oh man, you're right, but whoa.
I just remember when it first came out because everyone was just like, "No, you don't understand. It's amazing." Because the animation is so much more fluid now, and they can do better action scenes. And I'm like, have you watched the last season of Pokemon? Because the show looked better, and the animated fight scenes were like Dragon Ball Z levels of fucking crazy shit. Like, like you're gonna tell me that this animation is bad, and I'm gonna like, you're gonna tell me their animation's bad, and I'm gonna show you the fight between Ash's Greninja and this one fucking gym leader, where the Greninja literally starts bouncing off of walls like he's fucking Rock Lee and Naruto in his fight against Gaara.
Oh yeah. I appreciate that.
Like, there's several fights in that like, that's just what bothered me, because there were several fights in that fucking anime, that season, that were, like, on par with, like, Rock Lee versus Gaara levels of action fucking fighting, and then they were just like, no, the show's better now because they can do more animation, and I'm just like, did you... Oh, okay, I'm gonna just assume you stopped watching Pokemon after Season 1 because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
No, they didn't.
Yeah. It's like, I'm gonna assume that the last person of this show you watched was in 1999, and you remember Team Rock blasting off again, and you're like, man, this animation's a lot more stilted. God, the new style's so much better.
Wait, I got the ability to swim last time we recorded, right?
I have no idea.
I think so.
Couldn't fucking tell you.
Yes, I did.
Usually...
So that means we can actually go get our actual water type Pokemon we wanted.
Oh, alright. Well, let's go do that, then.
Yeah, I just gotta get there.
You fucking plebeian.
Fucking peasant.
Oh, man. But yeah, I like Pokemon, but I don't like current Pokemon. There we go. That's the end of that conversation.
What you're talking about. Current Pokemon is amazing.
Current Pokemon's pretty okay. The newest one's pretty alright, now that they got rid of Ash and they just were like, we're just actually gonna reboot it. It's like, alright, thank you. It's like, fine.
It's okay.
I've just kind of lost interest in general with watching Pokemon, in the same way I lost interest in watching Yu-Gi-Oh! It's like, I like Yu-Gi-Oh! But, like, I don't care enough to watch Yu-Gi-Oh! You know what I mean?
I do, actually. I understand that more than I wish.
There's some, like, every now and again I'll get some, like, a clip. Like, I sent you a clip recently of, like, the Yu-Gi-Oh! A Yu-Gi-Oh! Game from the anime. And that one actually got a huge laugh out of me because they actually animated a game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where both players brick on their opening hand, and that's so fucking funny.
It's the realest fucking thing.
Like, that's the most... It's so funny because he opens it up and the dude looks at his hand and he's just like, oh no, this is a terrible hand. And then his opponent draws his cards and he looks at his hand and he's like, oh my god, I've bricked... This is so bad. And then they both look at each other and immediately they both put on, like, the fake, like...
I'm gonna win.
I'm going to win this, and they both just say out loud, wow, the perfect hand! And I'm just like, this is a real game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Now.
Oh,
just like bricking super hard but not acknowledging that you bricked because you want to see if you can pull through it somehow.
It's literally how I feel every time I play fucking Yu-Gi-Oh!
I have, see, I play what is, I've devolved into the world's greatest degenerate now on Master Duel, where I only play Spiral, which is a deck that is absolutely banned in... it's a deck that's essentially been banned in the American TCG,
oh boy,
but not in Japan's OCG.
Oh, there we are.
So...
Here's my power friend.
Essentially, it's like free range on Master Duel. I can do whatever the fuck I want.
That's cool.
And it is... But essentially, I just like it because, one, the deck doesn't usually break, because most of the deck is just starters, and every starter you have is, like, guaranteed, like, full combo. And then the other thing that I do is I just play all the cards that just stop you from having fun. The deck is just made specifically, like, the deck is built in a way that's just like, I go first, and then you don't get to play.
What do you have a name for a dolphin, Chris?
Oh, Danger. For anyone who gets it, good for you.
Danger. Danger, right? That's how you spell that, right?
Yeah, that's right. It's like literally everyone watching. Oh, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Chris, what are you talking about?
Danger is it's because they rape people. That's why. But yeah, my end board on Spiral is essentially you can't activate any spell or trap cards. I mean, you can't activate any spell cards. I have a triple monster negate, 2 pops, 2 bounces, and 1 omni negate. And I'm just like, go ahead, try and play through it.
Make my day.
Make my day. And you know what's the worst part about it?
What's the worst part about it, Chris?
If it wasn't for the fact that the extra deck is already kind of packed and I have like a backup plan in the extra deck, if I wanted to go full YOLO, like screw a backup strategy, I could put 1 more card in the deck and I could also make it so the end board ends with you not being able to play a single trap card either.
Dude, that sounds like so much fun.
It's pretty okay. I had like a huge upgrade because they released these new cards called Snake Eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And the Snake Eyes, it's funny because Snake Eyes came out and everyone was just like, oh yeah, Snake Eyes is like a super strong Link Climb deck. And I'm like, Link Climb? You mean Spiral support? Cool. Any deck that Link climbs but doesn't walk you into a certain type of Link monster is just Spiral support. That's all it is. It's not a new deck, it's Spiral support.
Chris loves this Spiral.
I do love Spiral. Spiral is like the most fun deck in Yu-Gi-Oh! Mainly because I'm a bad person and I have the most fun by making sure people are not having fun.
I love it.
Because the most efficient way of winning Yu-Gi-Oh! Is by making sure your opponent just can't play Yu-Gi-Oh! It's always so funny watching people from like Magic the Gathering or like something even worse than Magic the Gathering, like Hearthstone, cough cough, come and try and play Yu-Gi-Oh! It's because it's awful. It wasn't that good when it came out, and now it's really bad.
Like it was honestly, I feel like, in my opinion,
yeah,
better. Because now, it's just 100% luck for, like, everything.
See, you say better, I say way worse. If I wanted to play a game that was pure luck for everything, I would play coin flip. You know what I mean?
No. Like, now, there's so many random effects.
Yes.
That the game just, like, it's like, oh, I just lose because I got the worst fucking luck in the game.
Yeah. I argue that's bad, though. Because, like, I want to actually play a game and, like, win.
No, that's what it is now.
Luck. Oh, now it's more skill based.
Yeah, he's late. He's late for a very important date.
Oh no, is that our gym leader?
Yes. Kofa, no wait. Oh, he got away. What am I supposed to do?
This design is really weird.
Yeah. How am I supposed to return this to him now?
What are you trying to return?
Hey, you're here as a gym challenger, right? You can't fool me. You're definitely a challenger. That big man over there is Kufka.
Is it my main character suit energy?
Leader of the Cascaradian gym. He has a bit of a childlike side to him, and today he ran off to the market without his wallet. He's in big trouble without it.
I mean, really, you just can't buy anything. You're not really in trouble, you just leave.
That's where you come in, and kind of a gym challenger. Can you take this to him? No. I'm sorry, but it's impossible to challenge a gym without him. I can't leave my lobby either, so, here's your wallet. Counting on you. Illusion of choice.
That's so untrustworthy. Fucking sitting there like,
you like his wallet? I like the wallet.
I do like the wallet. It's a nice design. I just sit there like, boy, you really put a lot of trust into this. You put a lot of trust into the sensibilities and kindness of strangers.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Free wallet. Who wants to get lunch?
We get lunch.
Free wallet. What a choice. The fuck just happened?
Because they can't just let you jump down.
Dude, the whole world just deloaded for a second. This game has problems, man.
Oh, yeah. Use the scroll here.
I want everyone to remember that this game is made by a company that pulls in more money than any other game studio on the planet. And it's not even close.
Oh, yeah. It's actually wrong.
They have an amazing, like, chart that shows, like, the most money-making franchises. Oh. Wait, are we trading Whooper?
Yeah, we're trading Whooper.
Oh, what are we trading it for?
Whooper.
Oh. See, that's where I was confused. I was like, why did we get rid of our Ditto and keep Whooper on our team? We had decided the other way around.
Muscle brand. Oh, dude, look at this
nice
chug.
slow down.
We're just gonna jump around the elevator? Item.
That didn't answer my question, by the way. I
What?
just ignored it.
Sorry, sorry, my brain shut off.
I was like, we swapped out the wrong Pokemon. We're supposed to keep,
Oh, this is our team.
No, we were keeping... Oh, okay. I see. Okay, yeah, you're right.
And this Whooper...
I miscalculated how many
This
Pokemon
Whooper has
we
a
had.
rare candy. That's why we took it.
You're right. I miscalculated how many Pokemon slots we had.
Dude, I think this game's great, you know?
The fuck is that? What the fuck is that?
It's a Flibliggy. It's a Flittle.
He's a floating land jellyfish.
Yeah, it's a Flittle.
I've never seen this is the first Pokemon game where I didn't look at a single Pokemon before playing.
Yeah, we did a quick look of like
So now I'm just like,
Pokemon.
the fuck are those?
We did a quick look at Pokemon to
Establish a base camp at 13,000 feet.
yes.
Man. So anyways, this is a desert.
Yeah, this is a desert.
Oh, Cactus Man. I remember when he was busted.
Not anymore.
He had one season. I forget what it was exactly. He had some sort of ability that just made him fucking insane, though. I think it had something to do with Sandstorm, but I can't remember which ability it was.
Rolling around at the speed.
Oh my god, it's the thing from Star Wars, Episode 1. Do you remember the roly-poly bots?
Roly-poly bots?
What the hell were those things called anymore? Were they wheel droids? I feel like they were wheel droids.
Oh, Droidicas.
Droidicas?
The ones that turned into a ball from
Yeah,
Star
it
Wars.
turns into a circle.
They're called
Yeah,
Droidicas.
Droidica? That's the worst name they could have
Oh,
chose.
yeah.
That sucks. Me and my friends from college were having a talk about Star Wars. And by talk, I mean I let them talk about it because we have different takes on Star Wars, and I wasn't willing to have that conversation today.
Yeah.
Well, they have this stance that, like, Star Wars is still good. And, like, Star Wars is still good, alright? Star Wars has just always been kind of bad. Which they're not, to be fair, they're not wrong. But I'm sitting there like, for me, you can't argue to me that current Star Wars is better than the last tries, you know what I mean? Like, the last tries were bad, but these ones are really bad.
I really, actually... I enjoyed the prequels.
I'm talking, by the way, I'm talking the movies, not the TV shows. Because those are a different beast altogether.
I enjoyed the prequels. A lot of people did not, but I enjoyed the prequels.
Yeah, I thought the prequels were... Okay. I mean, I've talked about this before. First one, good. Second one, awful. Third one, so bad, it's good. That's my take on the prequels. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That's the correct, in my opinion, that's the correct take on the sequels. Is first movie actually good? Everyone who didn't like it is just being a fucking little baby about it because they couldn't get exactly what they wanted. Second movie, fucking awful. Literally the worst movie I've ever watched. Slog, nothing happens. You could skip that whole movie and miss fucking nothing.
You're not wrong.
The only thing that movie establishes is why Boba Fett exists in the future, and to that I say, who the fuck cares?
The worst part is I like the Clone Wars,
Yeah.
but I only like the Clone Wars because it made the Clone Wars animated series.
Yeah, the animated series is good, but the movie is awful.
Oh yeah, no,
like, just fucking
it's
awful.
way too slow.
And again, here's the thing with that: you can skip that entire movie and watch the animated series, and you still would miss nothing.
Oh yeah,
because everything you need to know, they tell you in the fucking cartoon. And then the third movie is just so horrendously bad. It's amazing. It's like the funniest movie I've ever watched.
Dude, it's so corny and I love it.
Like, how can you call a movie bad where they're just like, I do not like sand. It is
coarse and rough.
Or, I love democracy. Or,
I love democracy.
Or fucking even like, Master Anakin, and he's just like, or fucking,
or Chris's favorite,
or my favorite. Hello there.
Hello there.
General Kenobi.
I love that meme.
That movie is fucking awful. It's the best Star Wars movie, but hands down, the best one.
Dude, it's just the most memeable.
It's just peak memes. Fucking, I love that movie, man.
I don't care what you say. If a movie is memeable, it is a good movie.
Dude, 100%. Well, that's like that's like my whole thing is like, the second movie is
remember
fucking
when this thing was
bad,
incredibly hard to get?
Bad. I do remember, but also not really.
You haven't got to Gen 5 completing the Pokédex yet.
Yeah, exactly. I'm still working on Gen 4. I finished Gen 3 though.
Nice, nice.
I had the realization for Gen 4 that was just like, oh no, I didn't catch like any of the legendary Pokemon. Which means now I gotta go and catch all the legendary Pokemon.
It was at that moment Chris died on the inside.
It's like, man. I mean, it does have my favorite pastime of catching legendary Pokemon, though, which is Ultra Ball. Ultra Ball. Ultra Ball. Ultra Ball. Should I just reset? Because, like, it didn't catch in the first one, and sometimes I feel like it'd be faster if I just reset back to throwing the first Ultra Ball.
Dude, I feel this at a spiritual level.
Dude, my favorite one of all time, my favorite legendary catch of all time was Moltres on Gen 3.
Mm-hmm.
Because, so what happened is, I threw 30 Moltres Balls at it.
Ultra Balls?
Yeah, I threw 30 Ultra Balls at it. And I was just like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna throw a goddamn Pokeball at it.
And it catches it?
And it caught it immediately. And I'm like, I fucking hate Pokemon.
Room, doom, drum. Hey Dante. Apparently this desert is home to quaking Earth Titan.
Oh.
Speaking of which, the ground has been shaking on and off and making me a bit sick.
Quaking Earth Titan is what I like to call my 6-foot-tall girlfriend.
It's a meme, and it's fucking some like goth mommy type thing.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's a little tiny Mario standing next to her, like looking up, like oh. And it's just like when you've got tired of the princess running off with the Bowser too many times, so you get a new goth mommy.
That does sound great.
I'm like, this is great.
My favorite meme from all of Super Mario is the fact that Mario is the first person to save Daisy.
Yes.
So it's just like, oh hey Luigi, I'm done with her. You have fun. It's my favorite one.
Yeah. Sorry, he's gonna have to rest from Titan training. Titan hunting.
I mean,
God.
I understand.
Yeah, he's doing so much.
It's a lot of work.
So much fucking work.
Alright, hold on. Let's pick this up in the next part, though. We'll find out more about that Titan training then.
Yeah.
Peace.